what you want. It's Michael Jackson.
Nice, man.
Anyway.
Did you come up with that on the fly?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. He's like an improvisational genius of comedy.
Man, who is this guy?
He came up with that joke on the fly, just like he does all of the sound effects live in the room.
He's got this full table of practical effects that he uses.
Practical effect. He's got like a few on a soundboard, but not the ones you'd expect. I just thought it'd be funny if we like, maybe not even funny, just pitched like people
dream guests.
we think we could get, all like people that we would be a dream, and then also like celebrities or like realistic choices. Because I genuinely think John Stamos is attainable. Like I think
at this point, no.
I think he's. What do you mean no?
JohnStamos@gmail.com. It's sent.
It's actually at Hotmail.
Because he's one Hotmail.
That's true.
Hey, fucking
That's
man.
true. That's true. Jesse Katsopoulos.
Is that his last name in that show?
Yes,
Holy
Katsopoulos.
He's very
shit.
Greek.
And they always
didn't
make
know
fun of
that.
the fact that he's Greek.
Yeah.
Is that a bit?
It doesn't age well.
I don't remember that show very much.
Yeah. Former Vice President Dick Cheney.
Is he even still alive?
Is he?
I think so.
we can
Question
work,
of the week.
Listen,
As I said that, I was like, I'm stupid. He absolutely
Here's
is.
the deal. If he, whether he is or isn't, I'm so good at sound effects, it'll be like he's right here.
You're right,
Oh my God,
you're
we can
right.
just use AI.
That's true.
Oh my God, wait, we don't even need guests. We can just AI them.
That's
You're
true.
right.
That's true.
All right, we don't need anyone.
No one will come for us legally.
Isn't that right, John Stamos?
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Tom Hates Albums. I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
And I'm Matt Glass.
And I'm Tom Murphy.
For those who don't know, this is a show where we bring on our friend Tom, who does not like to listen to full albums, and we give him a beloved classic album that everyone loves to see if we can find one that he truly likes.
And this week, we gave Tom Nevermind by Nirvana.
Yes, we are talking about Nevermind, an album that defined a generation and a genre with its punk and metal influenced sound that essentially defined grunge, also known for its cultural impact and, of course, Kurt Cobain's impact on just music in general. So, Tom, what did you think of Nevermind?
Wait.
Yes,
We got to do the prediction.
Oh, that's right, predictions.
New fucking format.
That's
that
right,
I bring
I
to the
forgot.
table.
Well, do you want to go first then, since you mentioned it?
Yeah, because I didn't write one down, so it's going to have to be an on-the-spot live prediction.
Let's go. Same here.
So, oh man, this is actually really, really tough because
Yes.
I feel like you definitely enjoyed this more than Currents, but I also know you're not the biggest fan of like sad themes in music.
And songs that sound somewhat similar.
Yeah.
I will say I have less of a problem with sad themes and more of a problem with not like bringing the emotion to, like, the themes can be sad as long as it's like
As long as it's Meatloaf.
good. You know what I mean?
I still think that I feel like
Yes.
I'm going to kind of I'm going to try to go back and do kind of the same thing I did with my last prediction.
Okay.
A little above average, but specifically because one of the songs was in a movie that you really liked.
Two, actually. Fun fact. It wasn't a movie, it was a show. We'll get to
That
it.
counts.
So I'm going to say like somewhere like 6, lower, like maybe like 6.4
Okay.
range.
I'm going to be bold on this one. I'm going to say that Tom liked this album. Not loved, but liked. Like, I'd say he'll give it like a solid B tier, and his favorite songs will be Something in the Way.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the one I was referring to.
Yeah, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and
It was in the Muppet movie, so I mean.
I'll throw out In Bloom as his little wild card.
Okay.
So I guess with predictions out of the way, Tom, brief thoughts, what did you think of Nevermind by Nirvana?
I'd say I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Nice.
I'd say it was solid. It made me realize as I tried to put it into my ranking system that I need to maybe adjust some things. Because I knew which albums it belonged between, but then like the score I gave it felt maybe a little higher than it should be. So I might need to move some stuff down. Like,
Okay.
I'll update my scores
At the end of the episode, okay.
Maybe either at the end of the episode or at the beginning of next episode, or maybe it'll be some social media content. Maybe we can
when
post.
that we always do.
Listen, I'll just take the picture and send it to whoever has it and make them do it. But overall, I won't give the rating. I won't give my overall rating yet. I'll run through the songs.
Run the jewels a little bit.
Well, before we get into that, a little history.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
So Nevermind was released September 24th, 1991 on DGC Records and is the second studio album by iconic genre-defining grunge band Nirvana. They brought alternative rock into the mainstream and replaced hair metal as the dominant rock genre in the 90s, while also encapsulating the struggles of the sensitive artist. And it consisted of Kurt Cobain on vocals and guitar, Chris Novoselic on bass, and Dave Grohl on drums.
Dude, I gotta say, I'd only listened to like 1 or 2 Nirvana songs, like maybe 3, because there was one off of their first album that I really, really liked called Dumb.
Okay.
I really like that song a lot. And then, oh wait, no. Is that on the third album?
I only listened to Nevermind, so I wouldn't know.
Well, one of the 2 albums, either the first one or the third
In
one.
Utero, yeah.
It's definitely the third one.
Tom would know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big album guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like their song Dumb, case in point. And I loved pretty much just like every song on this, or every track on this record.
Yeah, I would agree, man.
Like, oh my God, I'm not a huge guy who's into like grunge. I mean, Pearl Jam definitely opened my eyes like a bit.
Yeah.
But like, this is like another like hallmark band in like the grunge scene.
Absolutely.
at
Probably
the
like
time.
the defining one, like at least like the most popular.
As Alec had said before, Nirvana's like part of the big 4.
Yes.
Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains,
Soundgarden.
and Nirvana. Those are like the big 4.
Yeah.
Like all the time at my house, my dad watches this TV show called Top 10 Music, and it's literally just like random top 10 lists. It's
like Watch
a weird
Mojo.
description. Yeah, one of the it's songs with the color black in the night name. But like literally last night, top 10 grunge bands of all time was on, and Nirvana was number 1.
Yeah.
I legitimately think the 4 bands Matt just named were the the top.
That
4.
makes sense.
I don't remember the order in any way. I just remember Nirvana was number 1.
They definitely, as they should be, because honestly, this this album is
it's fantastic.
fucking terrific.
I meant to mention this on our Pearl Jam episode, but I was never a huge grunge guy. I felt like I always kind of missed the boat on when it would like kind of resonate with me, because I feel like, you know, you're really into it like when you're angsty like teens in high school, and I felt like I kind of like was by the time I listened to the music, I was like past that like point in my life.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree.
But coming back to it, just like appreciating it as like music, I fucking adored it. It was incredible.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
I was telling AJ too. So AJ and I, back when we were both in college still, we both took an advanced audio course. And one of the things that we watched in the course was this movie called Sound City, which is like this amazing documentary about like
a music studio.
Yeah, and this album was recorded there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I think Dave Grohl was kind of like, did he direct it or he like executive producer?
He was a producer. At least he was a producer. He might have actually like helped. Yeah, he was a producer.
And he now I think owns it, right? And it's Studio 666.
Yeah, I believe so.
I might have my details muddied in there, but Sound City and Dave Grohl have history, bottom line.
And the thing about this too is like the one thing that really stuck out to me was like, at least like the title track, Smells Like Teen Spirit, one of the biggest things was trying to find the specific spot for the drum kit, because acoustics like really matter to make the drums sound so effective.
Yeah.
And I think just like thinking about like with that in mind, it really gave me another sort of dimension of appreciation while listening to this record.
Totally.
I talked for an eternity, though. There is one thing we can start off with. What are your tracks that you like, Tom?
Yes.
I wanted to start off by saying I do know who Dave Grohl is. He's the devil from Tenacious D.
That's all he's known
true.
for.
That actually is true.
And he's known for nothing else.
Well, I also he's Foo Fighters, right? That's the band.
Nope. He's just Satan from Tenacious D.
Yeah, he is. He is.
When you said no, I thought I was wrong. I was like, no,
Don't gaslight the poor boy.
I know so few things. I thought this was one.
No, you did good, Tom.
Okay.
You did good.
Don't gaslight the poor boy.
Time to ruin all of my credit.
Yay.
With my first, the first song was "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Mm-hmm. It's a good. I mean, it's like
it's
a
iconic.
classic.
It's literally the most popular song ever. So.
I only have 2 notes. It was an incredible song.
Yes.
And Weird Al did it better.
You know, he does have a really good cover of the song.
It's just him
Like-
making fun of the fact that no one
Yeah, what
understands
the
what
lyrics
he's saying.
mean, yeah.
It's really good.
But like, he's also just really good, you know?
I just love Weird Al. He's
also-
one of my favorite artists.
As we found out, I think maybe.
That is probably why I'm on this show.
Exactly. It's called Tom Hates Albums for a reason.
I gave that song an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, cool.
Next, it was In Bloom. AJ predicted it to be one of my favorites. It's not in the top 3. I'll say that.
Okay.
However, it was a 6 out of 10. I
Hooray.
did enjoy it overall.
Is it?
Yay.
Solid song, great guitar, but nothing super special overall.
If you
I
want,
gave it like a 6.
I think you should check out the music video. It's very fun.
Maybe I will.
They riff on like the 50s, like Buddy Holly, and because it's all about like underground, or how like fake fans go into underground shows because like they got popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not me. I'm not a fake fan.
No.
I'm
not a fan at all.
I'm an earnest fan of really dumb shit. So I feel like this is going to be the biggest surprise. Come As You Are.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I love this song
It is
so
a
much.
very, very, very good song.
I hard agree with you.
really enjoyed this song. And the way that I discovered this song is a slowed down version of it was in the trailer for Netflix's The Defenders, the Avengers team up
Okay, gotcha.
version. I actually enjoyed the show decently. Like, it was fine. I loved that trailer though. I watched it all the time just because I thought the song was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I overall enjoyed that show. Good ass song. Just a banger.
I agree.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote. Love this song.
All right. What others stand out to you?
Let's see.
We don't have to go like track by track. We just go like what your
I'll go to
favorites are.
my other big one was the other one you predicted. Something in the Way. I mean, it's fucking Batman.
course.
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's-
mean?
that's what
it's
like,
fucking
we're-
Batman.
We were waiting for
There's
it.
something in my ass. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh shit, Ken Kaniff! Oh, I attracted
He's
him.
Batman!
Holy shit! I thought it was Bruce Wayne, but no.
It's Ken Kaniff.
Oh, Shaggy.
What the fuck?
That's what he says.
Yes.
Is it?
And Shaggy is a euphemism for the Joker.
Yes, that's true.
Oh my god.
There was a rapper named Shaggy.
Oh, I think.
And then he's sucking his dick, and yeah, you know,
It's
just
the whole thing. Guys, listen to Ken Kaniff.
ICP, you know, just
You know, there's a lot of overlap between the Insane Clown Posse and the DC universe.
that's unironically really funny. Like genuinely, that is so funny. As somebody who listens to Eminem, like that's kind of funny.
Thank you.
Okay. The Batman was my number 4 movie of 2022.
Nice.
As it fucking should be.
Out of
Yeah,
41.
that
Out of
movie
41
banged.
movies I watched in 2022, it was number 4.
And the sequel is going to be even better.
And what does the song
fucking
rank
hope so.
here?
The song is my number 2. It's
Number
9
2.
out of 10 points.
Behind Come As You Are.
Yeah, Come As You Are is 10 out of 10.
Nice.
Let's go through the stinkers, the songs I didn't like as much. I shouldn't say all of them are the stinkers. Breed, which was track number 4, I give it 5 out of 10. I thought it was a fine song. It felt a little bit like filler, which I mean, that might have been what its purpose was to kind of be like a transition. I don't know. I have no way of telling.
No, not quite a transition. That's just like an actual track. Usually transition songs are less than a minute.
Yeah, I didn't remember
a minute
how
or
long it
less.
was. I remember it being on the shorter side as far as songs go, if I'm
Yeah, I
correct.
think so.
That might have been why. It might have been like 2 minutes.
Like
something
2 to
that.
3 minutes. Yeah.
After that, Lithium was solid. I thought it was a good song, but it was also the same as In Bloom. I
Okay.
said 6 out of 10. It's a good song, but it didn't feel like anything special to me.
Enrapture you.
Yeah, it was. It was like fine. If it came on, I wouldn't be upset. But I'm
you're not
not
gonna
like
seek it out.
I'm not seeking it
Yeah.
out. You know,
No, I understand, honestly.
Polly. I don't know if that's an 8 or a 4. That's a 4. A 4 out of 10 for Polly.
Yeah, I don't think this one doesn't seem very Tom core.
Yeah, I just wrote fucking Polly wants a cracker, and then not for me.
Ooh, this song is dark. Well, we'll get into
Yeah,
that
I
one.
got
Yeah.
the feeling it was
Put
dark,
out the blowtorch,
and
you know?
I just didn't. I don't know. It honestly made me kind of uncomfortable. Like I could tell it was
Yeah.
dark,
Then it
and I
did
was
its
like,
job.
Nah, not for me.
A little spoiler alert, this is actually one of my favorite songs on the record.
That's fair. It has
good.
it's a very interesting song, and I can
Yeah,
see
the
why
way it's
people
written.
would like it, but it was just not for me.
No,
Which
and
is very fair.
It is a very, very heavy tone, like without a
Yeah.
doubt. But like
And it's very unique.
yeah,
Especially on this album.
unique
too.
is a very, very good word for it.
Territorial pissings. I give that a 3 out of 10. Not for me.
Not enough piss.
Yeah, I wanted more piss all over my face.
All right. I'm starting
We're
right
gonna cut
now.
off.
Were you getting too excited?
I'm starting right now.
Oh,
While it's on my face, I'm
We're drowning. I'm sorry.
The room's filling with piss.
God damn it! Not again.
We gotta go faster, boys.
Okay, so next track is. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We drained. We drained it.
Hey, speaking of that, Drain You. What did you think of that track?
Drain you. It was fine. Nothing special. 4 out of 10. Territorial pissings. My notes were also the opening was fucking dumb. The ending screaming was dumb. This song did nothing for me. Those were my notes. Drain You. Fine. Nothing special. 4 out of 10. Apparently. Song number 9. Lounge act.
Lounge
I almost said
act.
lounge attack.
Lounge
That was-
attack.
I just misread my notes.
Furniture. Just like,
I have nothing to say. 4 out of 10.
All right.
Stay Away. 5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the drums at the end.
Nice.
The rest was very fine. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna give it a lower number, but then the drum solo at the end, I was like, that kind of fucks.
Okay.
So
Fair.
bumped it
Yeah.
up a point or two.
exactly.
On a Plane. I didn't get it. It's fine. 4 out of 10.
I like that one.
It was a song. I don't
know
think it
what?
was bad. I don't think
Yeah.
it was great either. It was just kind of a song.
But yeah, I can't deny it is in fact a song off Nevermind by Nirvana.
We did Something in the Way already. 9 out of 10 banger, fucking Batman. You know what I mean? Song 13, the final track.
Yes.
Endless,
Nameless.
Nameless. I thought that said numbers for a second. My notes are fine.
Endless numbers. There's too many
Endless
fucking
numbers,
tracks,
yeah.
you know?
It's about pie. I really enjoyed the opening instrumental. I did not care for the lyrics. It feels like they wasted a really good instrumental for this song.
So this is like technically Something in the Way is the real album closer. This is more like a hidden track.
Okay.
It's basically like a jam session they had that they just kind of threw in there. I forget what they were recording, but it was a spontaneous out of frustration because they couldn't get the recording for this track right.
Okay.
I forget what track it was, so I'll write that in the description. But yeah, it's a very angry jam sesh.
It did. I feel like it went on a little too long.
I'll
also.
agree there.
Yeah.
I thought the instrumentals were really good, but then when it just the instrumentals ended up going for too long,
Yeah.
so they kind of pattered out. I gave that one, I think the lowest, a 2 out of 10, just because it felt.
Yeah.
It felt like a jam session, which I'm sure was really fun to be a part of, but not to listen to.
Fair enough.
On my own. My final thoughts,
Well, let's save
or
that.
should you guys do your?
We'll get into our
Yeah.
what we liked, and then we'll all do collective final thoughts. So Matt, thoughts on Nevermind?
So as I said in the very beginning, I really, really enjoyed listening to this. Like AJ, I don't consider myself like a grunge guy. Honestly though, like they do it right. They really, really did it right, in my opinion. And I am so intrigued to maybe check out their other material.
Same here.
I mean, I know this is like the most popular album that they have, but I know our mutual friend Fataday has said that their other 2 albums are quite good.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm really willing to give them a try in full because I've only listened to like one song off of whichever one it was before. So if we're going to favorite tracks, Smells Like Teen Spirit, I'm just gonna go down the line. Of
course.
No particular order. I don't have a ranking. I could say my favorite one is, but Smells Like Teen Spirit, that one just classic. Even when I didn't listen to this album, it's just a fucking classic. I love when the Muppets did it too. Like
So I think Weird Al did it better. Matt thinks the Muppets did it better.
Yeah.
even the covers of this song are really, really good. And I love the way I love Kurt's lyricism.
Yeah, it's very kind of stream of consciousness.
But like I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because usually that type of writing can get kind of lost on me, I feel like. But like, I get it
yeah,
here.
it's very like reeled in, which I appreciate a lot.
Come As You Are, I sure did. Lithium, sorry, I had to.
It's okay. It was right there. It was right there.
I really, really liked Come As You Are.
I did too.
That was a good.
You can decide which statement that was attached to.
Guys, that's the question of the week.
Did you come as you are?
Oh, I keep doing this to myself. God damn it.
This podcast is never going to make money.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not. No, this is
Which is why we appreciate all the listeners who listen for fun.
this is a passion project.
Yes.
Lithium, I very much like that track as well. I think the instrumental on that one, for me personally, is just very enticing, and
Yeah.
I really like it. The bass, for another note, all across this album is fucking perfect.
So fucking good.
It's so fucking perfect, especially since the normal album by Will Wood kind of created this
fumble the bag in that
kind of
regard.
created this void of lack of bass. So I'm very happy about that. Polly is definitely one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
I think like this was a very, very interesting way to
like just to talk about the situation.
yeah. So frankly, like I don't know. Grunge as a whole, I'm not really surprised that it's on an album like this.
No, that makes
'cause
sense.
Grunge as a whole is a pretty heavy.
Yeah, very dark
If
genre.
you listen to Pearl Jam's 10, for example.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Alice in Chains shit is like very dark.
Yeah. So frankly, I think it's very good in the spot where it is, and I also was really bobbing my head to it.
Yeah, it's groovy.
I fucking love Drain You.
Same, dude. I love that track.
I fucking love that song, especially now that we just narrowly escaped the piss flood.
Yeah.
So, frankly, I'm really, really happy.
Got a newfound respect, like, for just drains in general.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can still taste it.
Dude, Piss Flood? That is a great band name.
Piss Flood.
You guys want to start a band?
All right. No one take that. That's all right.
Actually, I feel like we'd have to be the family band, right?
Like the Partridge Family?
No, we're a better family.
Than they ever will be.
We're the Olive Garden, because when we're here, we're family. That's a dream sponsorship for this podcast.
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
That is the like magnum opus of sponsorship.
With all the piss, cum, and like all those jokes.
It's just like the Olive Garden kitchen.
Yeah, we're more likely to be sponsored by like Viagra.
Ew.
Oh, we'll take it. I'll
Blue
take it,
Chew?
honestly.
It's anything. Anyway, Drain You.
Drain You, fantastic. I love the chorus on that one.
Yeah, fucking good.
It's so good. I mean, obviously, like the guitar and drums are really, really good, but just the bass on
lines
this one
are so fucking nice.
So nice. And I do have an appreciation for like the drum lines too, because like, you know, with Sound City in mind, it really, really like just gave me a better appreciation for like studio recording. I did like Stay Away. Out of all the ones that stood out to me, this one's probably like lower on the list of like the favorites. But it did still stand out to me nonetheless. So I had to shout it out.
Yeah.
And then obviously Something in the Way.
It's iconic.
I also very much loved The Batman.
So cool.
And just I love the story about this song. Kurt was just kind of like, you know, the stream of consciousness type deal, just like up to a microphone, just with a guitar. And I'm just like, you know what? That is literally what music is supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
That is literally like the formation of an idea. I mean, the fact that they went so like far to include the sort of like mumble-esque sort of like
and
delivery.
Like, the way they recorded it was like so unorthodox. Like he wanted to get it like just right. So like they had to try all these different things in the studio, which eventually ended up, I believe, with him like laying down on the ground, playing the guitar to get like the tone just right.
And that's how we record the family album as well.
I actually hang from the ceiling.
That's actually
by my feet.
Yeah, I'm on the floor. That's why the piss flood was so dangerous, because I would have been dead first.
Matt had to sit up, and then it was just like everything was out of whack. The podcast lost control.
Yeah, you can see like how like high that piss got, because I was on the fucking ceiling and I was underwater.
Thank God I brought a straw. Anyway,
oh god,
to drink it or
no,
to
like a snorkel? You know?
Oh
like,
yeah, snorkel for sure.
Why did I just say snorkel? Why the fuck did I just say so? That just implied that I drank us free, you know? Just like,
this is,
ew. It's my piss, therefore I get to drink it.
This is the best.
Sterile. It's sterile, and I like the taste.
Stop, please?
This is the best podcast ever made. I can't
Something
wait.
is in the way of us getting off the ground.
How upset do you think people that are genuinely huge fans of this album are going to be when they listen and it's all piss?
No, wait, Tom, I actually do need to tell you, AJ has a thing against piss.
I don't like this.
We've talked about it before. I brought it up.
Yeah.
I've suggested it before, and I don't know what that implies. I'm sorry.
Piss?
I just hit the mic by accident. I don't know what that did with the sound.
I don't think I picked it up.
Okay,
it's okay.
Cool.
But yeah, those are like I think my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 favorite tracks.
Yeah.
The other tracks definitely are not bad by any means, but I think these ones very much stood out to me, and the fact that these many stood out to me really says something about the album's pacing and like just
quality.
Yeah. So yeah, if I didn't drive the point home enough, I thoroughly enjoyed this record.
Hell yeah, dude.
AJ, what the fuck do you got? Sorry, that was so aggressive. I don't know why.
I'll fucking prove it, dude. Okay.
I don't know why I said it like that. I am so sorry. I was trying to seem passionate, and then just
you need to do a speed run of this.
I gotta prove myself.
AJ? You need to speed run your answers. A blink and your piss it speed run. Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
I want you all to know he was getting ready and set, and then I said that, and he dropped all of his shit and looked me dead in the eyes and said, "That was real."
That was a real moment of frustration.
I would just like the audience to know that I leaned over to laugh, and as I did that, my pelvis just cracked.
Oh my god!
And it fucking scared me.
Oh god!
But anyway,
okay.
I'm fine. Something was in the way, but I got it out. But anyway,
it might smell like piss in here, but Smells Like Teen Spirit is a great fucking track. What really left to say about it? It's iconic. It's generation defining. Just a defiant song about rebelling with a kick-ass drum beat and awesome guitar riff. I love In Bloom. I think it's such a fun song, a really catchy hook, and I love the meaning about how Nirvana, after they rose to popularity from their debut, and they got all these like fake fans and went all to their underground shows, it was kind of like a slight against them, which is very funny. Come As You Are might be my favorite track on the album. I adore this track. I just love the way it sounds. How it's a lot more mellow and the build up during the chorus. I also love the drum beat so much. It's very simple but very effective. I love Breed. This track like really grew on me upon first listen. It's great to work out to. I fucking love running to it.
Honestly, I could very much see that, yeah.
And I believe the song's about Kurt Cobain's ex-girlfriend Toby Vale of Bikini Kill, and you can kind of hear that in the influence of this song because the way that it's written is very reminiscent of a Bikini Kill song.
Wait, he dated someone in Bikini Kill?
I believe, yeah. I don't know.
Holy shit, that's like my girlfriend's favorite band.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that's true.
I've never heard of that band.
Very angry girl punk group.
They're also pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel
they're
like
cool.
I could have guessed that, but I never heard of that. I mean, they sound like very vaguely familiar, but like
what's their biggest song? Probably Rebel Girl, I would guess. If you've heard that one.
No, probably not. It's again, I might like if I ever like listen to it,
yeah.
I might be like, oh, I've heard this before, but I like
from name.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Rebel Girl is
number one.
Yeah, 36 million.
But I love Breed. I think it's just I love the emphasis on the punk kind of influence as well as these vocal stylings and lyricism of Bikini Kill. I think that's just such a clever idea and a great combination.
No, that is cool. I mean, Breed and In Bloom like almost barely made it.
That's fair, dude. Like honestly, I think almost like I'm gonna talk about every track besides like 3 because I love this entire album. Lithium is fantastic. I think it's such a unique song the way that it's written. I love how it kind of is this soft, goofy melody with this kick-ass bass line before going into a heavier chorus, and just Kurt's lyricism here really stands out. Just like about depression. Polly is such an interesting track, the way that it's written and the way that it flows on the album, about a real-life kidnapping, and Kurt's interpretation about it.
Yeah.
Next up, I'm going to skip Territorial Pissings. I like it, but not a favorite. Drain You is fantastic, another favorite of mine. I adore this track. I love the chorus. It's just the disgusting imagery, harkening back to like a failed relationship is really interesting, and I love how he kind of portrays that. On a Plane, I actually really like a lot. I think the chorus is very catchy. Even though it's simple, I think the stretch of like Lounge Act to On a Plane is probably the weakest part of this album, but I still really like On a Plane a lot. And then Something the Way is just acts fantastic as a closer, bar Endless Nameless.
I will say like Endless Nameless, because I haven't really talked about that one much yet. Like that one, I did enjoy it, but I also was just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think like it's fine for what it is, but I'm never really gonna seek it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like nobody at like the pub is gonna be like, "Hey, could you play that
Endless
one? That sounds like a garbage disposal."
That reminds me of a story, Matt. After we did a play together, Matt's junior year of college.
I know this story.
I drummed and Matt was the lead, and afterwards, a bunch of us went out to a bar to celebrate the successful show. But we weren't really feeling it. We were kind of tired, and it was just
St. Patty's Day, by the way.
It was St. Patty's Day.
It was St. Patty's Day that this was on.
Yeah, it was kind of like a rough scene. So we're like, you know what? Let's just get out of here. But before we left, they had one of those virtual jukeboxes on there. So it was like, you know what, Matt? We're gonna leave our mark before we leave. So we played "Stay Home" by American Football, and it fucking dipped. All 8 minutes played, and people were miserable.
Was that the same show I built the set for? And
Nah.
also, oh no,
No,
after.
it's the second one.
So that
Yeah.
wasn't the time where I like unhinged my jaw to eat a nacho.
No.
No, okay.
But
Different experience.
But I do think of that moment every single day.
Every time I close my eyes.
Every single time I eat nachos, in fact, from that place.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess nothing left to say. Matt has something left to say.
Actually, I want to play just a little. I want you to indulge me here.
Okay.
Let me can I take the whole thing again? The thing I just want you guys to indulge me here. Obviously, Nirvana has 3 of the songs from Nevermind are their top 5 most played songs on Spotify. You already know what the top one is. It Smells Like Teen Spirit. I want you to guess the other 2.
Come As You Are, I think is in there.
Yes.
Lithium.
Endless Nameless.
Yeah, and AJ actually guessed all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a guess in terms of how many
Streams
each has?
I know it's over 1 billion for Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yes.
Definitely. Is it over 1 billion for Come As You Are too? Or 1 billion at least?
Just over 1 billion.
Just over 1 billion.
Yeah.
It's just like the
Go.
podcast.
Yeah, this episode is probably by now. By the time it comes out.
10 billion, probably.
Yeah.
And then Lithium is like 500 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Popular fucking album, and
also in
deservedly so.
It's also in 5th place.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the other 2 songs out of curiosity?
Heart-Shaped Box?
Heart-Shaped Box is number 4, and then that's off of In Utero, and then About a Girl is number 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never listened to either of
I
those
don't know what
songs.
I've heard Heart-Shaped Box, but I can't remember like from memory.
I genuinely only asked because I feel like there's someone out there that would be interested. I would have had no fucking clue. I was like, maybe we should play a game where we guess, and I was like, I would not be able to do shit.
I guess without anything else to say, Tom, did you hate this album?
Not really. I'd say it was good. I'd say it was solid. You know?
All right.
Yeah. I'll tell you the score I gave it and I want you all to understand that the score will probably go down, but like a little bit. Like it'll go from where it is to like a point, like the number before it, like point something, like in between the number before it and where it is now.
Okay.
Which means Matt pretty much fucking nailed it. I gave this a 7 out of 10, and it's likely going to end up at like a 6.75, 6.5 range. Just because I wanted it to slot between. Here, let me pull up my rankings. I wanted it to slot below Metallica, Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put it above King Crimson in the Court of the Crimson King.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to drop that down to like a 6.5 King Crimson, and then I'll drop The Lonely Island down to like a 6 rather than a 6.5, or maybe even a little lower, just to slot that in there.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I'll probably... Maybe I'll update it and post a photo of my.
Then maybe
top 10
we'll
list.
have Instagram
The
content
first
finally.
bit of Instagram content in
Finally.
months. We can post it on my birthday,
Guys,
which will be
yeah.
like the week before this comes out.
Guys, do you want us to post silly things?
We want to. We're just lazy.
I'll do it.
Like, we can. We definitely can.
We've had
Just-
ideas.
I also don't want to, like, just bother y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they'll just
I'm down.
They'll just unfollow.
That's true. All 40 of them.
I'm down to give it a shot. It's just more so of just finding a time to get it done.
That's true.
To be fair,
But this is behind the scenes shit.
between the 3 of us, we probably know the 40 people. So if they unfollow, we can bully them in real life.
That's
to
true.
follow
That's a
back.
very,
That's
very
true.
good point.
Okay, the rest of my notes, one of which is fucking hilarious because of something Matt said earlier, and you'll know. I feel like this album, a lot of the legwork was done by the 3 songs in particular, the ones that were literally on the top 3, I'm pretty sure. It feels and sounds like a teenage boy who thinks they're edgy favorite album, you know what I mean? And also Fataday's favorite album. That was my exact note. Feel free to remove that if you want. If you think of me, I literally wrote and also Fataday.
And also Fataday.
I'm keeping that in. I'm keeping that in.
And then when you said, I think Fataday talked about a couple of Nirvana, I was like, that's so funny. I got a bomb to
save
drop
this.
in about 10 minutes.
No, I gotta keep that in. I gotta.
And then lastly, I thought the vocals were overall good. Kurt Cobain is fantastic. The instrumentals were also really fucking good. The lyrics are very hit or miss for me. They're very heavy. And that's fine on a lot of the songs, but then some of them, like, it didn't vibe for me. And I don't even want to say it's because of the concept. It's just like there were weird choices.
Like how it was written.
Yeah. And like Polly Wants a Cracker is about a very rough topic, and the way that he goes about describing it, like the
metaphor.
Yeah, the metaphor he's using. I didn't vibe with it, I guess. I think a song about something like that can be done better. I couldn't fucking do it. Let me be clear. None of the songs were like, even the songs I shit on, like even Melanie Martinez, like she's more talented than I'll ever be at a 0 out of 10. So like, you know what I mean? Like I'm in the negatives. If I were to make an album, like if there was ever, like we joked about a family album or 4, I would play the cowbell on one song and it'd be offbeat. Like they'd have to edit it to sound better. With that being said, 7 out of 10. I gave it a B- tier, and I think that will stay. I don't think that'll change as I fluctuate a little bit there. So both of you were pretty correct. You said B tier, which I count a B-. I didn't write down what number you said for some reason.
I didn't write a number.
You didn't say a number?
No.
Then that's why I didn't write it down. Matt said 6.4, which was very specific and very accurate.
Yeah.
That genuinely might be where it lands. I don't know.
Nice.
Tough.
Well done.
All right.
Good predictions.
Nice.
What are your guys' final thoughts?
I guess it's my turn. This album is really fucking good. I enjoyed it from start to finish, even Endless Nameless. Like, just, I don't know. As a bonus track, I know Something in the Way is like the true ending.
Yeah.
But like Endless Nameless, man, I was so just in the vibe.
Yeah.
By that point, like I wasn't fatigued in the slightest, and I was just like so caught up in the vibe. So it was fine. It was not lost on me. Kurt Cobain's vocals are addictive.
Yes.
Like I could hear that man scream forever. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, which really, 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 really stinks because he was honestly kind of a visionary in terms of sound, I think. But like, my God, I really, really want to dive into the discography because like his vocals are so addictive and full of just such like fervor and like, oh my God,
just like genuineness. What the fuck is the word?
What is the word? I mean, you could just say he's very
genuine.
That's true.
Genuine is the word.
And he just doesn't fucking stop. Like that's the thing either. Every single song gives it his 100%, and I have an appreciation for it. And I also have an appreciation for this record because of the Sound City lore that we talked about. So like, I don't know, just the way that this album has like a very mantra-like nature and just it's so stream of consciousness and just like, I don't know, like it just repeats the phrases, melodies, or just screams over and over. Like I'm here for it. They do it in like just the right way where it grabs my attention and doesn't waste my attention, you know? So it really makes for a great listen. Dave Grohl is just such a fucking incredible drummer. Like, one fun thing that I loved about this record, it's that I don't think it was in Sound City. It was in another documentary or like video or something. He was talking about how a lot of the drum samples on like Nirvana's records were not samples, but a lot of the drum beats, a lot of the tracks on Nirvana's records that have drums, a lot of them are just adapted like drum beats from popular 60s songs.
Oh, cool.
60s soul.
That's very
and how
cool.
he just kind of like made it more like
his own.
Yeah,
that's
and like
cool.
with more attack and stuff. And something about that, I'm just like, wow, that's honestly that's so cool.
Yeah, and it makes sense for like this kind of genre.
I kind of forgot Dave Grohl was the drummer. I'm not gonna lie. Like I knew of him. I forgot that he was in the like I the same way I learned about a lot of artists. I learned to like them as like a human being from like an interview or something.
Yeah.
Like he was on Hot Ones, and it's a really good episode.
That's a really good episode.
He's just a really funny guy in real life. Like anyone who's willing to show up as the devil in the Tenacious D movie, like stuff like that.
He has a sense of humor.
Yeah, he just seems like a kind of person I'd want to hang out with. So like, it makes sense why he's so talented.
Novoselic.
Yeah, Chris Novoselic,
fucking amazing bassist. Complements most of the records so well. Just
honestly,
like
the unsung hero of Nirvana. Like he kind of gets forgotten in terms of like the legacy of the band.
Yeah, because he retired after Kurt Cobain's death. So I mean, he really just does a good job of like tying it all together with the bass and just making it have this solid sound. And lastly, I love the variety of topics and just sort of like interesting music ideas and like melodies that are covered in this record. So I'm gonna have to just say like A+ tier hands down.
Fuck yeah.
I don't want to say S tier for any album because I just don't think there ever will be one where I won't like remove it later.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I can confidently do like A to B, but S, like
it's got to be a special thing.
Unless I'm insanely biased, like I don't think I'm ever going to.
Interesting. Like at all? Even on like the regular show?
Have I before?
I don't think so. Oh, at Floral Shop.
Floral Shop? Okay. Yeah, okay. And I think oh shit, actually I should change that.
Ooh.
I do like it, but I also
Oh boy.
I don't know. That's
for a family meeting.
That's a family meeting after dark episode.
Standings are changing this episode.
Oh God, our
My
dynamics
list,
are
Matt's
done.
list.
Solid 9.8 out of 10.
Very
Like,
nice.
oh my God, it's so fucking good. I'm listening to this again, honestly.
Hell yeah.
I like that we're all really reserving the S tier spot. Like we're trying for something that like is both really good and we care about very specifically. Did you put an S tier? Did you put King Crimson S tier?
Yeah, I put a bunch in S tier.
Yeah, I feel like because you also bring a lot of like your personal like top tier favorites.
I bring a lot of like albums that I think are good.
And I will say, like, a lot of the reason why I won't put any album in S tier right now is because I'll be honest with you. This podcast has really sort of helped me expand and broaden my music taste. I think by us like talking and stuff.
Me fucking too. I like a lot. I like a lot.
So like I don't know. I feel like if it is out there, like I'll find it eventually. But like genuinely though, like I don't know. I want to save it for a moment where it really counts.
Yeah.
I guess other than Floral Shot, well, I think I'm willing to keep it in S tier. I don't know.
It's really
see.
good.
I gotta really go back and look at like my whole
rankings.
I haven't kept track this entire time.
I have it easier, to be fair. I have to track one album a month. You have to track like
A lot.
2, 4,
40.
5.
Yeah.
Like,
You have to do
40 times 2, 80.
You
so,
review
like,
at minimum like 5 albums a month because it's 2 on the regular show, 2 on the guest episode,
So one for
on
you,
this,
yeah.
and then depending on the family meeting, or is it family meeting or family discussion?
Family
I get
meeting.
it wrong
Meeting.
every time. It is family meeting.
If you're on the show and you're a fucking fake fan.
I literally
Bloom was about you,
I
Tom.
listened to the episode in fucking work today. Like I listened to the family meeting episode today, and I forgot. What was I saying? You just have a lot more
Yeah.
to keep up with.
But
the wiki will have them.
well,
though.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll update the wiki real quick.
Sam Witwicky.
Oh god.
That's what we're gonna call it.
the family album Sandwich Wiki.
AJ, what did you think of Nevermind by Nirvana?
I loved it. So the first time I listened to this, I wasn't too huge on it. Like I liked it, but it didn't really kind of like capture me as much as it did this time. So I've had a newfound appreciation going into it. Kurt Cobain is just infectious as a vocalist and a lyricist. Just the way that he sings and the way that he writes is just, as you said, just so captivating. It's just so interesting to hear this very sensitive soul kind of pour his heart out in such a unique way. And it's very sad that we lost him so soon. The instrumentals kick ass. Chris Novoselic's bass lines are fucking incredible, especially on tracks like Lithium and Lounge Act, where he's just kind of able to roam free and just do whatever the fuck he wants. Dave Grohl is fantastic at holding it down, just keeping the momentum going throughout the entire thing. Especially love his beat on Come As You Are. There's just something about that just really scratches an itch in my drummer brain. I love the pacing of this album. It's about 50 minutes, but it flies by.
It really does.
And I think that's definitely helped by the kind of punk influence that grunge has. It just kind of keeps it moving and never really like slogs at all. I'll say the weakest stretch is like from Lounge Act to On a Plane, but even then, those are still banger songs. They're kind of like the portion deep of Nirvana's discography. But again, this album is incredible. Great pacing, incredible lyricism and introspection, and fantastic instrumentals and energy. I can see why it defined a generation, and I'm very excited to explore more of their discography. So I will also say A+. I'd say borderline S. I am not quite confident putting it up there yet, though.
I almost did.
Yeah.
That's why I really thought hard about like the S tier stuff, because I was like, this really could be, but I was like, no, I gotta save it. Maybe in the grand scheme of things, I'll do like a refresh on my list and just kind of like go back to it. Maybe that could be a family meeting.
I think like
the proper look at Matt's rankings. Because I feel like a lot of the times I try to be like, oh, I don't want to put it too far up or too far down, so I'll just put it somewhere in the middle. So
you gotta be the brutally honest Matt takes.
So my fucking B tier is like 3 times the size of like both of your charts. Because everything's just in fucking B tier. But anyway.
That's very fair, though. I feel like if my music taste wasn't as fucking polarizing as it is, like I have real strong opinions at the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess it's not entirely true. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I would be a lot of B tier. I feel like most tier lists have a large B.
Yeah.
That's true.
Stuff that
That's
you
true.
like,
You know?
but not quite love.
Yeah. And you gotta kind of
yeah.
save those top spots
Yeah,
to
for
make
the
them
real good
feel like
stuff.
they actually count.
No, exactly.
I'm too easy on the stuff that I like, and I'm too hard on the stuff that I don't like. So I have a very wide range of my tiers.
It's why you're so nice to Matt and so mean to me.
Exactly, because I hate Tom with all of my being.
The new podcast, AJ Hates Tom. Instead of Tom Hates Album.
AJ
It's like a
hates
podcast.
Tom.
It's a podcast version of Everybody Hates Chris.
That's the family meeting for next month.
Yes, it's just
for
me-
my birthday month. You're
It's just
doing
me
why AJ
berating
hates
Tom
Tom.
for 40 minutes.
I'm not invited, so it's just
Yeah.
I can't even defend
We're gonna lock
myself.
him outside the studio, so he has to watch, but he's not included. Oh well, I guess with nothing else left to say, this was a really fun episode of Tom Hates Albums.
I agree.
Did you want to do the Tom?
Why do you
Guesses why
think
it's
people
popular?
like this album?
Tom, you're better at remembering this than I am, and it's fucking our show.
To be fair, I only have this one version of this show to
That's
deal with.
true.
You guys have 4 separate versions, and you have to deal with them in the interim to
That is
edit
true.
and stuff.
So Tom, why do you think this album is so popular?
I don't even know, if I'm being honest. I feel like I definitely get why this one is popular more than I
Than
understood why
Currents, yeah.
Tame Impala was. It definitely has. Like I said, there's a very niche kind of like edgy teens.
I'd say more
Definitely
angsty than edgy.
Angsty
Yeah.
slash edgy. Well, an angsty teen is just usually a teen that thinks they're edgy, but actually kind of
angsting,
isn't.
not edging.
You know what? Like,
I'm personally a gooning teen myself.
I believe in letting it all out. You know what I mean?
Dude, the goon genre, you don't even want to know.
Dude, gooncore goes crazy.
Yo, the Goonies? I got a date with your mom next week.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Sorry. Back to business, boys. I feel like I know what its audience is, if that makes sense. And then it also there's a lot of songs on this album that are very clearly mainstream songs. The fact, like, a lot of these songs have pretty incredible staying power. For me. Like Something in the Way. It became really popular this year. Like in the last year, everyone knows what that song is now. Yeah. Anyone who didn't know what that song is knows it now. They might not know it's Nirvana. They might think it's Batman. But they know
it.
They know the fucking
Something
song.
in the Way.
That's true.
I also think this might sound kind of stupid, but like if you have a song that Weird Al felt the need to parody, like clearly it's pretty mainstream. You know what I mean?
And
like,
good enough to write a parody about.
Yeah, exactly. It was good enough that he was like, I'm going to write this parody
in my style.
And especially because almost all of the parodies he writes, he doesn't know if he has permission until it's done, and then he asks.
Yeah.
So he has to put in the work, so he's only going to pick songs he really enjoys.
Yeah.
Because if he puts in that work and they say no, it's a waste of his time, so you're going to pick something you care about.
Exactly.
Which is kind of a wild way to look at Weird Al's music now that I'm saying it.
But see, again, the family album, all about perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm fucking here. With the child's perspective. It makes sense. I think I get why it's popular, this one.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't reach my like top tier like A-S echelon like you guys have it at, it makes sense to me. And I would say it's just because it's fucking good. Like it's kind of hard to deny Kurt Cobain's talent, Dave Grohl's talent, the whole fucking band. I don't remember the guy's name.
Chris Novoselic.
I'm literally the kind of person that's not paying attention to this poor man. Just to keep on theme with guests on the show, Dave Grohl would be a fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I feel like he'd be fun enough to make fun of me with you guys.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like he'd lean into it. He'd lean into the gimmick of the show.
That we all hate Tom.
Yeah, it's not a gimmick. It's real. We all hate Tom. We fucking swimming in pits, and we love to goon. Am I right, fellas?
Those are the three principles of the family album.
Yeah.
I hope that.
Anyway, Tom, take it away.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, that was it. That was a good time. Did you want me to like outro it?
No,
because I don't know how.
Well, this has been another episode of Tom Hates Albums.
Yes, I do.
I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
I'm Matt Glass.
And I'm Tom Murphy.
We'll see you next week. Thank you all for listening.
Peace.
I'm Batman.